If you're a longtime viewer, you're probably getting like OG Honeybee Girl vibes right now because I am sitting in front of my closet filming without a tripod like I used to back in the olden days. And Lord knows if I'm even in focus. The lighting is absolutely awful in here because it's overcast outside and my room doesn't get a lot of light to begin with. But anyways, hello, I am back in my childhood bedroom. If you don't know, I moved into an apartment over by my school. And so I haven't been living at home since the summertime. It's different than living in my apartment. So I'm back here. Just a little quick life update, and I will put when the video actually starts somewhere right here, probably at the very beginning. I'm doing really, really well. I haven't filmed in forever because I haven't had time to film in forever. I had a crazy, crazy finals week. I had to do 6 paintings for a friend's film in 4 weeks, and since it was coming up with finals, it ended up being in like a week and a half that I had to do those 6 paintings, and they were like 2 by 2 foot paintings and one was 2 by 3 feet. So it was kind of intense, but I was able to get everything done. Also, 2 of my paintings got into a gallery. If you're in Northern Oregon, you should definitely check it out. It was 2 of the paintings that I did of nude people. It was actually the 2 that I showed at the Grapefruit art show as well. So that's super exciting. For another few quick updates, I made an Instagram for all my stick and pokes, so if you want to follow that, I'll put the username in the description and I'll put it on the screen right now. While you're at it, you should follow me on Instagram, but only if you feel like it. Also, this semester I started doing a KXLU show. From the beginning of the semester until now, it was 2 to 6 a.m. LA time on Mondays. So if you're in LA, it's 88.9, and if you are out of LA, it's just kxlu.com where you can listen. I'm not sure when my show is going to be next semester, but I'll definitely update you guys in case you want to hear me on the radio and saying silly things and not swearing per FCC regulation. But I think I play some groovy music on there. I'll put the Facebook page for my radio show as well as my Spotify in the description in case you guys want the playlists that I play. Anyways, so I'm gonna start the video now. Today's video I wanted to talk about like skincare, and I was very hesitant to do this because everyone's skin is completely different and what works for me probably isn't going to work for a lot of people. But a lot of you guys asked for me to do this, so I'm just showing the products that I use. Also, for some reason, and maybe this is just the uber social justice warrior in me coming out, but I kind of feel like skincare sometimes can feel a little bit like elitist, I guess. I was hesitant to do this video because of that reason as well. Just because skincare is so expensive too. Most of the products here are very affordable, like affordable according to skincare. None of these are over $20, which is a relief. There's just a lot of them, and only one of them is a prescription cream. So another side note is that I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, I googled the heck out of this to figure out what I was doing, but I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a dermatologist. I've never been to a dermatologist, so just keep that in mind as I'm talking. So in the morning, I use a hydrating face wash. I'll put a picture of the one I use on the screen as well as a link in the description. I get this at Target and it's usually like $10, which is expensive for a face wash, but it does last a long time. But it's very hydrating and my skin really needs that. And so I'll use that in the morning to wash off all the products I use at night and to just keep my skin clean. Then I will use this rose water toner. It's by the brand Thayers, and it's the witch hazel aloe vera formula with rose petal, which is pretty schmancy. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what toners do for your skin. Like, I've heard that they like tighten your pores, and I've heard that they like hydrate your skin. Honestly, I use it because it feels super nice after I wash my face. I don't know if it's completely necessary. And that's another stupid thing I did. I started using all of these products at once, which is really, really bad. One, I could have broken out really badly and not know which product it was from. Luckily, I didn't break out badly, and I only had clear skin after a long time of using these, but clear skin nonetheless. But 2, I don't really know which ones help the most because I use them all consistently. So I can't say if one thing helps more than the other, but I'm just gonna talk about it anyways. The next thing I do after I use the rose water is I put on niacinamide. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm gonna pronounce so many things wrong in this video. I used the Niacinamide Plus Zinc from The Ordinary. I actually just used up my whole bottle and threw it away, so I don't have one to show you. I should have one on the way though. After that, I will use this handy dandy sunscreen from Target. It is very inexpensive and it's the sport kind, SPF 30. This doesn't break me out, luckily. I was using a much more expensive sunscreen for a long time, however, it was too expensive, so I switched to this one, and what I do is I mix it in with my moisturizer, which is this CeraVe moisturizing cream. It's in a tub. It's a very heavy moisturizer, but my skin needs it, so it depends on what you need, really. So at night, to wash everything off, one, I don't use makeup remover because I've stopped wearing foundation. I just wear a little bit of concealer and blush, and also I've started using the Glossier mascara, which comes off super easily. It doesn't run when I cry, which is a relief. Yeah, so I haven't been using makeup remover, and perhaps that's bad, but I ran out and I just stopped using it, and I haven't had any more significant breakouts since, so I think I get rid of all my makeup. I hope I get rid of all my makeup. But anyways, I just use that to cleanse. I do different things every other night and then a different thing once a week. So I'm just gonna call this night one. On night one, I will use the Rose Water Toner, and I'll also use the Niacinamide Plus Zinc. And then I'll use the one prescription thing I have, which is the tretinoin cream, and it's 0.1%. I got this from my doctor, not a dermatologist. Like, my actual primary care physician prescribed this to me, which I don't know how that's possible, but they did, and my insurance, back when my insurance was good, covered most of it. So I think it was like $10 at the time, but this was like years ago, so I could be misremembering it. After I use that, I will use this CeraVe moisturizer again. I'll mix it in with the rosehip seed oil from The Ordinary, and you'll notice that the vast majority of my skincare products are from Target and The Ordinary because I don't have the money to go to Sephora and buy expensive things. So that's where my skincare things come from. On night two, I will use my hydrating face wash. Instead of the rose water toner, I'll use this glycolic acid toning solution. I was actually using the Pixie Glow Tonic before this, and I just used up the whole bottle, so I switched to the glycolic acid solution. I don't really see a difference in how they work, but I've only been using that one for about a week, so I don't really know yet. I know this one is slightly stronger. I'll also use salicylic acid. Is that how you say it? I'll use this solution afterwards. It's 2%. I'll have the names of everything in the description. After I use the salicylic acid solution and I wait a few minutes for it to like soak in, I'll use this Differin gel. Again, this is from Target, classic me. But this used to be prescription only, and then they switched it to over the counter. So you can buy this over the counter, which is really convenient. I'm not sure quite the difference between this and tretinoin, the one that's prescribed to me. I know they do similar things, and I use both of them because I just happen to have both of them, but I'm sure you could probably use just one or the other and it would be fine. But dermatologists, don't come at me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just, if you have advice, leave it in the comments. After I use Differin, again, I will use the rosehip seed oil, and then I'll mix it into the moisturizer so it sinks into my skin more easily. And then once a week I use this. It's The Ordinary AHA 30% and BHA 2% peeling solution. So this is painful, and I don't know if it's just because my skin is very dry and sensitive, but it makes my face look so good after, so I do it anyways and I suffer through it. It's basically a really strong acidic face mask, and it has like warnings all over here to like only use it for 10 minutes, don't sleep in it, don't do anything like that, because it could really burn your skin. So it's kind of scary to use, and I recommend definitely just trying it on a little bit of your skin for like 5 minutes when you first start. So when I first did it, I did it for 5 minutes every 2 weeks and then gradually moved up to 10 minutes once a week. So that's what I'm doing now, and my skin looks and feels so good after doing this. It's very red at first, but the redness goes away. I have noticed a significant difference in my skin since I started using all of these. Like, Lord knows what it actually was, but it makes my skin feel good, which is why I still use it. I use this once a week, and then afterwards I'll use the rose water toner, which also really helps soothe the skin after you do such a harsh mask. And then I will also use the moisturizer and rose rosehip seed oil. So that was my skincare routine. Like I said, dermatologists, please don't come at me in the comments. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not telling you guys to do this. I'm just showing what I'm doing. I would recommend The Ordinary as a brand because they're so inexpensive and the products all seem very good quality. Also, not to mention, like, the products themselves are adorable, and if you think that cute packaging is seriously going to get me to buy something, you would be right. The answer is yes. So yeah, that was what I use. If you like this video, you can like it and you can subscribe if you feel like it. And I finally got the community tab, so I'm definitely gonna use that a lot more. I think it will be a grand old time. Please interact with me on the community tab. I am lonely and desperate for human interaction, so I love you guys. Bye.